It's week 6 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Raiders and the Steelers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. We are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, along for the ride in this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten off to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me, for the fans, and most importantly, for those guys on the field.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. Sets a return, Nyheim Hines. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out in his 9th NFL season, he experienced a real resurgence last year. It's Jared Goff.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win.
At the 26-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, Goff. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Goff on 3rd. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. A give left side to Gibson. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the 39. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Goff. Into the hands of Neighbors. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Raiders first. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Off play action, Goff. Flushed out of the pocket. He's on the move. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Handoff headed left to Gibson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 13. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they bring him down around the 34.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. Third down coming up. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Complete beyond the marker. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. This is complete to Neighbors. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll run, Gibson. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Patterson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Riley Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. They'll be led out by the 5th-year lefty out of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, big old win last week.
A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. getting out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Nathaniel Watson there for the stop.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know you've got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He's got it at the 24. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Raiders and Antonio Gibson back out on offense. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Goff on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This is Patterson on the give. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 46. Hits him on the out route. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Patterson trying this straight ahead. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 37. On the move, headed right. He finds Neighbors right side. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Here's Patterson running left. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back and excited to start this second quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Throwing on third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good. Wide left. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
They've got first down from the 31. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down. 2 now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the... They're out and set. 1st and 10. Goff setting to throw. He's got a man left. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's Gibson on 2nd down. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a gain of 4. And that's a Vegas first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They go play action with Goff. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Up the middle, here goes Patterson. Jukes one defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
First down throw from Goff. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Avonte Maddox up for that tackle.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
He has the first over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Patterson running to the left. And that's good for a gain of 5. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Goff now on 3rd down. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, you got a first down here. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. Running it after the penalty. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Headed out right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Goff on 3rd. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line. You feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll go for it. Goff. He's got it. And he's tackled for a short gain. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Room on the sideline to the 15. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He's on the move.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he's tackled for no gain.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
The Steelers set to punt it. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Steelers trying to make some noise before halftime. Riley Dixon getting set to punt it once again. Patterson deep to return it. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Raider football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Neighbors with a catch. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Trying to work quickly now. 2nd and 3. Throwing the out route complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, Goff. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing again, it's gone. This is complete to Neighbors. And this one doesn't go far. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Sam Martin on now to punt it away on fourth. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out at about the 15-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 33-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they come away with some points on that series.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Starting at the 10. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the 2nd half. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. The Steelers are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And you can see that among all NFL running backs, he's one of the best at catching the football this season. 2nd right now in the league in receiving touchdowns. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Walker hauls it in. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Evan White hauls him down.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Now he takes it. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Nathaniel Watson there for the stop.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had here, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. This one finds Goddard. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Tua off the play fake. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
to it now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Raiders loading up the secondary on third down. Count them, 6 DBs on the field. Tagovailoa now. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
They're out now, ready to punt it. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The give inside to Gibson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40. First down throw from Goff. He's on the move. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Oh, look at this. He gets it back. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
On first down, it's Gibson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
They go play action with Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Mario Douglas, the intended target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throwing is gone. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Goff setting to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the handoff, Patterson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Right back to Patterson now. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's third, less than a yard.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Off play action, Goff. That finds Gibson, complete. And he's in, touchdown! The Raiders push their lead further to start the half. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders take a 3-possession lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He'll take this at the 10. And look at this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. First down, time by Lowe to throw. Forced out to his right. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Yaya Diaby brings him down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's keeping it again. He's contained at the line for no gain. Nathaniel Watson there for the stop.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
Escape. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. On now comes their punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's Gibson, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Goff on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got two options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
And he'll make the fair catch. Didn't make it to the 50. This one just short of midfield. So no return on that punt. And the Steelers have a short field in front of them as they take over. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now an inside give to Walker. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there, no gain. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the Raiders' 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Benjamin St. Juste picks it off. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
That's now 2, Kate, that they've got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, they'll start with Gibson. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Hit applied by Keanu Benton. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Gets this one to Cordero Patterson. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Pass complete to Walker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 now. He's on the move. He's on the move and just gets back to the line of scrimmage. So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
You know, one thing I've noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Again, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
This is Patterson on the give. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 46. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Goff back to throw. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st down, ball at the 36. Handoff headed left to Gibson. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Goff. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. From the gun, Goff. Chased out to his right. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the lead goes unchanged from 17.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul, somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
First down, here's Tua. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by QueendomKnight Gaming. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders make it a 24-point ball game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa back to the air after the pick. Flush down now to his left. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Walker hauls it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
To the air yet again. Tagovailoa. Into the hands of Walker. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. I try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Tagovailoa looking to throw here on 3rd and 1. Rolling left, buying some time. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Steelers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Trying for it, it's Walker. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Gibson with it. He's out in the clear. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Here's Patterson running left. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Once again, Patterson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Patterson trying this straight ahead. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He gets 3 on the run, and now a couple of options for him on 4th down. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.